Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for inviting me here. And as Kevin mentioned, he was in my role before I got here. So I've been at the GIF for about a year now. And mostly this whole time I've been trying to fill Kevin's shoes. So he did a great job and has been a great help to me as well. So I'm going to be talking about the Geospatial Innovation Facility. And we do all things geospatial. So we're helping people to understand the world through spatial data. So we really come at this from a broad viewpoint. We learn all sorts of geospatial skills, and we really need to put them together to really answer the major questions in the world today. So if we want to start solving big problems such as water scarcity, food scarcity, climate change, we really need to put a bunch of different tools and people together. And how those things can go together is really through location and spatial data. So we do a variety of things. We do, GPS units, so getting point location data, observation data, so for monitoring. We do data collection, getting different types of imagery or data. We have lots of advanced spatial analysis tools where we can start to look for patterns in the data that we're gathering. And then one really important thing that we think a lot about is communication. So a way to communicate all that data that you're gathering. You'll see that we do a lot of web applications. So we want to be able to communicate important data between scientists, policymakers, and the general public so that people can understand these things. So we do all of those different things. Just a little bit more generally about the GIF. We have three main areas that we work in. Our primary goal is really educational support here at UC Berkeley. So we work with students, faculty, and researchers on their geospatial projects. So we offer a number of different things. We do training and advising. So if any of you have any questions, you could always sign up for my office hour and come talk to me. We do a lot of community outreach events, which I'll talk about a little bit more in a few minutes. So we try to really gather a whole community of geospatial practitioners here at Berkeley. And then we also do a lot of application development, so with web mapping, data visualization, and remote sensing being our specialties. Just a little bit about who we are. So this is the GIF staff. I'm the executive director. As you see, Brian and Shruti and Eric are all web application developers. So a lot of our actual large projects that we work on are really web applications doing interactive, cool maps to help people understand different types of data, such as climate data. So we have a bunch of web developers. Mark is our IT guy. He keeps all of our computers running. We all have office hours, so if anyone's interested in coming and talking to us about anything geospatial or any web application stuff, you're welcome to stop by. So just a little bit more about the educational support that we offer. We have a couple different labs that we run. So we have a research facility where students can come and work on their own projects. Each of our computers has the full suite of geospatial software, so it's really a great place to come and work. We also have a teaching lab that we run, and we really work with students all throughout UC Berkeley. So we're housed in the College of Natural Resources, but we work with students from all sorts of different areas and applications. Just a little bit about two events that we do that are really fun and exciting. We have a workshop series that we teach throughout the semester. Something that is brand new that I haven't even announced yet is that in the past, we had to charge students for these workshops. We're a recharge facility, but in the next year, we're actually going to be able to offer our full workshop series for free. You do have to sign up online, and I haven't really designed next semester's workshops, but if you're interested at all, check it out on our website, and you'll be able to come for free. We teach things such as an intro to GIS. We teach a number of remote sensing workshops. That's really my specialty. We do web mapping. We're doing a geospatial R workshop. So it's a lot of different stuff. Very exciting. We also have a great seminar series, a brown bag seminar series called GeoLunch. Has anyone here ever been to a GeoLunch? Oh, good, good. I'm glad to see a few people have. This is just a really informal seminar that we do every Thursday at 1 o'clock, and we've had a great range of speakers who have been really fun and interesting. So that might be something that you want to check out in the future as well. A couple other things. We do a lot of different events. We did a really great 2-day workshop earlier this year where Google came in with their own teachers and taught 2 days of Google geospatial skills. That was a totally free workshop for people from UC Berkeley. Really great event. We're probably going to do something like that again in the future. So check our website out. Sign up for our community email list if you're interested in hearing about stuff like that. Something I want to talk a little bit about here is another event that we had last year, the Spatial Data Science Bootcamp for Professionals. So this is a really cool training that we offered for the first time last year, and we're going to be doing it again next year over spring break. So the boot camp is really 3 days of hands-on training. It's a little hard to see this, sorry about that. Hands-on training for geospatial professionals to really learn some of the new and open source tools that are out there. So it is a little bit expensive, I have to say. It's really charged, it's planned more for a professional type. We do have some slots that we make available at a discounted rate for academic practitioners. So if you're interested, ask me about it or sign up for one of those cheaper slots. We are doing 3 days of hands-on training looking at virtual and machine environments, spatial databases, talking about data formats like GeoJSON and GDAL, how you work with APIs. We have a whole day of spatial data analysis that we do both in R and in Python. And then our third day is all on visualizing data. So it's on web mapping and using tools like Leaflet and D3. So that'll be really fun. That's over spring break. Let me know if you're interested in that. We also do a lot of different really great web applications. So one of our most well-known websites is CalAdapt. And this is something that I know Kevin worked for years on. It's a really beautiful website that's done with the California Energy Commission. And it really shows the range of climate data that's projected for the state of California in a variety of really cool, interactive, easy to understand ways. It's a great website. We're doing a lot of work with it, and I know Kevin did a great job with it too. Another really interesting project that we do is Holos, the Berkeley Eco-Informatics Engine. Probably some of you have worked with maybe Falk, who used to be here before he went to the Nature Conservancy. He worked on the Eco Engine. So this is a really cool website as well that contains all of the species observation data from a variety of museums, particularly UC Berkeley museums, and combines them with spatial data and with climate data in a really nice interactive way to get all this data. So that's a cool project as well. All of our web application projects are done on an open source API architecture. So one of the really great things about that is that other developers who are interested, perhaps some of you, can start to use our data and explore it in your own application. So you can really go through and grab some of that really high resolution climate data that we have online and use it for your own application. So that's something I'd really encourage you, if you're interested, to come and talk to me about or talk to one of our web developers. So we use a number of different open source tools. It's all open source. You can look at that and ask me if you have questions. And then the final thing that I wanted to mention is that GIS Day is coming up. And not only is it GIS Day, it's also the GIF's 10th year anniversary. So that's a pretty long time for a research facility like this to exist at UC Berkeley. It was started 10 years ago on a GIS Day. So GIS Day is something that's been, it's actually a global event that's always the third Wednesday in November. I don't know why they picked that date. But it's celebrated at different universities and different locations all around the globe, looking at how geospatial data can help us solve the world's problems. So we're doing a big event. We do a big GIS Day at the GIF every year. So we're doing a big one this year. It's going to be really fun. It's on this Wednesday, and it goes from 5 to 8:30 p.m., and it's held over in Mulford Hall. You can look at our websites for details if you're interested. But it's going to be really fun. We have a number of different speakers from the community who are talking about their work. We have a poster session. We have refreshments. And then we're also going to have a plenary session where there's several people from Bay Area companies that are really like cutting-edge geospatial companies who are going to talk about what geospatial means in the future, what it's like in the Bay Area, what students might, what sort of tools they would need to learn in order to get hired at these companies. So we have people from 3D robotics, Stamen Designs, NASA, iNaturalist, and GeoWing, who are going to be coming and speaking. So it's going to be really fun, and it is our 10th year anniversary. So hopefully some of you will be able to make it. And with that, I'm happy to take your questions.